In the shadowed corridors of Uptown, where the pristine lawns and ornate gates conceal more than they reveal, every glance, every whisper, and every hidden intention carries weight. Secrets long buried threaten to surface, loyalties are tested, and the delicate balance of power teeters on the edge. Within this exclusive enclave, past betrayals and hidden desires collide, igniting a chain of events that will challenge the very foundation of those who call it home. This story dives deep into the intricate web of ambition, rivalry, and forbidden attraction, tracing the intense psychological struggles and moral dilemmas of its characters. As alliances shift and truths are uncovered, no one is safe from the consequences of their choices, and every action sparks questions that may never find answers. In the flickering shadows of the Uptown enclave, a restless tension hung in the air, invisible yet palpable, weaving through manicured lawns and ornate gates as if the very community itself were holding its breath. Nicole Richardson moved with a weight that went beyond the physical. Each step seemed laden with the accumulated strain of decisions she had long avoided facing. Her confrontation with Leslie Thomas, long simmering beneath the surface, erupted like a sudden firestorm. Words, though unspoken, carried the force of years of rivalry, disappointment, and unhealed wounds, sending shockwaves through Nicole's consciousness. She felt the foundations of her family's honor tremble beneath her feet, the fragments of her past indiscretions clattering like fragile porcelain around her. Anita Dupree, observing from a cautious distance, felt the sharp sting of realization as she watched her daughter collapse into a quivering submission. The tears tracing down Nicole's cheeks were not merely an acknowledgement of guilt, they were a beacon illuminating cracks that had silently formed within the Dupree family. Each heartbeat in that charged silence echoed the growing fracture lines in relationships that once seemed unshakable. The invisible pressure was suffocating, a reminder that no one in Uptown moved through life without consequence. Meanwhile, Vanessa McBride unleashed a calculated test upon Joey Armstrong, reverberating through the enclosed neighborhood like a ripple through still water. Their shared history, filled with entanglements and unspoken betrayals, was now cast into sharp relief under the scrutiny of Vanessa's design. Joey's composure wavered as he navigated the delicate balance between the past and the looming expectations imposed by Vanessa. Unseen by the adults, Donnell observed and recorded meticulously, each detail potentially a puzzle piece for an intricate web of strategies he was silently assembling. Within his calculated gaze lay the recognition that today's choices would ripple outward, shaping not only family dynamics but the subtle power structures threading through Uptown society. Beyond the gated streets, Eva Thomas found herself drawn into an encounter charged with electric tension. At a bar just beyond the enclave's borders, she met Isaiah Hawthorne, a man whose enigmatic presence seemed to momentarily pause the world around them. The unspoken attraction was immediate, but what Eva could not discern was the underlying web of familial entanglements linking Isaiah to Jacob Hawthorne, a figure whose past actions had left indelible scars on her life. The encounter was more than coincidence, it was a catalyst, a subtle ignition of events that could unravel carefully constructed facades and expose long-concealed truths. The district of Uptown, while appearing serene and controlled, thrummed with latent energy. Every glance, every hesitation, and every fleeting gesture was laden with potential consequence. Nicole wrestled with a gnawing tension between remorse and resolve, aware that each decision might redefine her standing within her family and her social circle. Vanessa, ever calculating, maneuvered with deliberate precision, leveraging her influence over Joey while remaining alert to Donnell's silent observations. Eva and Isaiah, drawn together by intrigue and unspoken history, unknowingly introduced another layer of tension, a convergence of personal stakes and hidden legacies threatening to complicate existing alliances. The psychological landscape of Uptown was complex, woven from intersecting motives, concealed secrets, and the invisible pressures of social expectation. Conflict was not solely external, it emanated from the core of each individual's mind. Nicole struggled to reconcile her impulses with her family's legacy, Joey's cautious navigation of a challenge laden with risk, Vanessa's intricate orchestration of influence, and Eva's unwitting entanglement with Isaiah's concealed identity all contributed to a dense lattice of tension. Questions loomed: would Nicole manage to salvage the honor she feared lost? How would Joey navigate Vanessa's test, and to what end? Could Eva discern the truth of Isaiah's connection before circumstances overtook her? In this charged atmosphere, the ordinary became extraordinary. Minor actions had the weight of decisions capable of reshaping relationships, alliances, and power dynamics. Every heartbeat carried the possibility of revelation or misstep, every choice the potential to ignite consequences unforeseen. The suspense was relentless, the stakes ever escalating, as characters were propelled toward their limits, forced to confront not only each other but also the inescapable truths within themselves. Within Uptown's gilded walls, no secret remained buried indefinitely, no strategy was immune to disruption, and no personal struggle went unnoticed. This tableau set the stage for unfolding intrigue. A complex interplay of ambition, desire, loyalty, and suspicion. Each character's path was lined with uncertainty, every intersection charged with potential betrayal or revelation. The convergence of past grievances, present manipulations, and latent desires formed a tapestry of tension, each thread a promise of drama yet to erupt. As Nicole, Vanessa, Joey, Eva, Isaiah, and others navigated this intricate web, they were pushed ever closer to the edge, an edge where choices demanded courage, where misjudgments could have far-reaching consequences, and where hidden motivations threatened to redefine everything they believed secure. As night fell over the Uptown enclave, the glow from the streetlights seemed to shimmer against the hidden fractures running through its perfectly manicured streets. Nicole's steps echoed through the silent corridors of her home, each footfall a reminder of choices made and regrets yet unresolved. The weight of her actions pressed heavily on her chest, a constant reminder that even a single misstep could unravel everything she had sought to protect. The confrontation with Leslie lingered like a shadow, and every glance toward Anita reminded her that the ties of family, though resilient, could be strained to the breaking point. Every decision now carried a gravity that could no longer be ignored. Outside, Vanessa watched from the edges of her carefully constructed empire, calculating, observing, waiting for the perfect moment to exert her influence. Joey, caught in the delicate web of her challenge, could feel the threads of control tightening around him, and though he moved with caution, he could sense the eyes of Donnell tracking every subtle motion, every micro-expression, storing it away for future maneuvering. What started as a simple test had evolved into an intricate dance of strategy, perception, and concealed intent, and each participant wondered how many moves ahead they truly were. Meanwhile, Eva felt the lingering pull of Isaiah's presence, the memory of their encounter crackling in her mind like static electricity. Questions that had no immediate answers began to gnaw at her consciousness. Who was he really? What secrets lay beneath that enigmatic gaze? And most importantly, how would his sudden appearance alter the delicate balance she had fought so hard to maintain in her own life? Unbeknownst to her, the threads of past grievances, hidden alliances, and unspoken intentions were beginning to intertwine in ways that could shatter the fragile equilibrium of her world. The night air carried a tension that seemed almost alive, wrapping itself around each corner, each shadow, each quiet room. In Uptown, no secret could remain hidden indefinitely, every action set off ripples, and the echoes of one choice could haunt a character for weeks, months, even years to come. As the characters retreated to their private sanctuaries, the questions that hung in the air refused to dissipate. Would Nicole reconcile her past mistakes before they consumed her? Could Joey navigate Vanessa's challenge without losing more than he could afford? Was Eva prepared for the revelations Isaiah might bring into her life? And somewhere, unseen, did the next twist already lie in wait, ready to push them all further toward chaos? In this delicate balance between exposure and concealment, control and vulnerability, ambition and morality, Uptown stood as a silent witness to the unfolding drama. Each character had been pushed to their limits, confronted with choices that tested not only their loyalty and intelligence but also their capacity to endure the consequences of their desires. And as the first hints of dawn touched the rooftops, one truth became unmistakably clear: in Uptown, no one is ever truly safe, no secret remains buried, and the next revelation could strike at any moment, changing everything for those who dare to walk behind the gates.